Live from Petco Park on a beautiful night, this is Major League Baseball on MLB Network. The Midsummer Classic between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 National League All-Stars.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two men. Named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star game. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Jared Eichhoff, one of the top up-and-coming pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Overhand curveball from a right-hander. Might have the best right-handed curveball from a starter in baseball right now. Guy has a terrific future.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams is under it. Makes the play, one away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. carry out of here if they get it.
Eichhoff is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Betts is on the move. That's a strike to throw down. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's George Springer, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Betts at second with two down. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep and out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. George Springer puts two on the board with that home run as the American League moves out in front here 2-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's 1 for 5. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Bases are empty here with two men out. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that the inning comes to a close. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Petco Park. It's the American League 2, the National League coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Striding into the box, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Batting second from the Philadelphia Phillies.
Stepping into the box, David Peralta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Betts to the track, onto the party porch, and gone. David Peralta with a 2-run shot as the National League has come back to even things at 2.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the men at first, worried about the steal, and just made a mistake with that pitch. It's all well and good to control the running game, but you have to make sure it doesn't distract from your main job, getting to guide the plate with the bat in his hands.
Batting third.
Here's Corey Seager.
The shortstop.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay. The tag from Moustakas is too late. He's in there with a triple.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Little dribbler up the third baseline. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks. Code red.
Eric Hosmer.
Now at the plate, Eric Hosmer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this one gets away. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Trout has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Up next to be Nick Williams. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout. Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A ball and a strike now. 3 runs already home here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 2-2. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Here's Starlin Castro. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. An impressive 4 for 7. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty looking pitch.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Favorable call in there for a strike. Stays alive, still 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and his side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Buster Posey will start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway.
Buster Posey.
First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Jones is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base. All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Here it comes on 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it. 2 gone. Now batting, David Peralta. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Two and 0 now.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
I mean, bottom line right here, it all comes down to execution. If he's going to miss flat, middle, up all day long, it's going to be a long night.
Here's Corey Seager. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. National Leaguers strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Stepping in, Stephen Vogt. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So striding forward now, Francisco Lindor. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Behind 0-2 now. Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Hit hard towards the hole. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roy, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
So stepping in. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout as they take the lead 4-3.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball.
Into the box, George Springer, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The AL leads it 4-3.
Your attention, please.
Called to the bullpen now, and the man making the appearance is the hard-throwing youngster Chris Sale. Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Hot shot on the ground to short. Lindor comes up with it. And that's the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Eric Hosmer.
Next will be the designated hitter, Eric Hosmer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit the other way. Out toward left field. Waiting on it is Henniger. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Henniger in pursuit. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 1-0. This is on the ground over to first, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network. Right after. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Dallas Keuchel, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 60, Dallas Keuchel.
Yasmani Grandal is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Swing and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas, and it's now 5-3.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Keuchel, 6'3" left-hander. He offers up a two-seamer, a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a cutter. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 is taken for strike two.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the American League 5 and the National League 3. Andrew Heaney, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. First delivery to him on the way. Way out in front.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Look out, 2-0 now. Heaney, a 27-year-old. He's got a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and a four-seamer. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Trout coming on. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Altuve.
First offering on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone as it bangs off the LED board. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. Zero. 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
David Peralta stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. 2 down.
The batter, number 5.
Here's Corey Seager, 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored back in the 1st. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Missed with a slider. Line drive to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So with 2 away, Paul Goldschmidt gets a chance following the base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Seager leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. No swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
The 1-1 home. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Seager rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on 2nd, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Ready now, Eric Hosmer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think.
Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the National League 6 and the American League 5. At the plate, Stephen Vogt. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Stephen Vogt.
Anthony Rizzo is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Eugenio Suarez will also enter as he takes over at 3rd base.
Number 9,
Luis Castillo is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Now the pitch.
The National League, number 58.
It's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Castillo.
Boats in a hole, 0-2 to him.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Swung on and missed for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors thus far for the American League. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Here's Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Well, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the National League 6 and the American League 5. Ivan Nova, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 46.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez, head-to-head against Nova. He's a .333 hitter. He's also hit 3 home runs. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Line towards center field. Trout patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Nick Williams. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Carmen Lopez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The windup and the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. Charlie Blackmon will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and he falls behind now. 2-0. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. Trout is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So Carmen Lopez will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 2, Carmen Lopez.
Charlie Blackmon will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Trout. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. J.P. Crawford is into the ballgame as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Jake Arrieta takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the National League.
First pitch on its way.
Jake Arrieta.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Here's George Springer, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
So we got him looking there. George Springer sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. American League goes down in order. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Alex Cobb enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. 2 hits in 7 tries. Jed Jerko is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it into the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
David Peralta will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Giancarlo Stanton will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. And that one just missed outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Popped high in the air. Olsen is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Here it comes on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Standing in now, Eric Hosmer, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Standing in, Eugenio Suarez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Cobb comes set. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. On the run is Henniger. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the National League 8 and the American League 5. Back here at Petco Park, National Leaguers leading this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's have a look at our game summary for the first 6 innings. Jed Jerko will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 3, Jed Jerko.
Giancarlo Stanton will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Cesar Ramirez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Jose Quintana is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 62, Jose Quintana.
TJ Gallo is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
TJ Gallo.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1. Fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Here's Starlin Castro. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Greg Holland comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the corner and slicing foul. Holland, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a splitter. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
For the National League, number 73.
Christian Yelich is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Number 21.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Gone! Into the box now, Stephen Vogt. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Alex Bregman will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now time is crawled, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Trevor Rosenthal takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground, and that retires the side. Cesar Ramirez will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Edwin Diaz gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ramirez, a defensive change for the American League. Now playing shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
He pulls this one into right, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
So coming to the plate, TJ Gallo. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Lopez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2, and he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Christian Yelich.
Center fielder, Christian Yelich.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Count even now at 1-1. So 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Bregman fields it cleanly. Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time. Eric Thames is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 7, Eric.
Raisel Iglesias been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Right now, Iglesias.
Will Myers is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there. They're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. If you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon. The ball flying out at near record pace.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-2 now. He just catches the outer half.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Bounce it to the left side. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The previous play is under video.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Salvador Perez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Wade Davis enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. And in the past against Wade Davis, he's 0 for 5. High in the air down the right field line. Stanton has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the American League. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Eric Thames will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Roberto Ozuna is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 54.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. James is there, and he has it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 27.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Giancarlo Stanton. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's in time. So striding in, J.P. Crawford. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
The 1-1. Popped him up. Castro on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 8 full. The NL's on top, 8-6. A nighttime view of what they call America's finest city, and who could argue, San Diego, California. Thanks for joining us on MLB Network. Didi Gregorius is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth. Mark Melanson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Melanson looks in, ready with the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Still 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Aaron Judge will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Kenley Jansen answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Judge, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted down the line in left. Lopez giving chase, and they can't run it down. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth.
Yeah, Matt, this guy's been as advertised. We heard that if this guy could get his foot down, he could get wood on a bullet. That last pitch and that last AB, that was triple digits, Matty V, and he still turned it around.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Pulled toward right center field. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
8-6 the final score tonight. The National League hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Dallas Keuchel gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score of for the victorious National League All-Stars. 8 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. The National League now claims home field advantage for this fall's World Series. Final line for the American League: 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Dallas Keuchel. Credit the save to Kenley Jansen. The loss goes to Andrew Heaney. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.